3 months in here, can't catch the time never ends. Our love is all that stands now. Streets feel strange, and numbers change. I'm so glad to have you, and it's getting worse. I'm so glad to
guys.
have you.
Live in the middle UK. Just a chilled one tonight. See what happens.
Just look at my face. Stuck in the past. Deep, deep inside.
Just bulldoze, I see you, brother, Bennett, ultra respect, guys. How's that sound, guys? Are we good with that sound? Too loud? Too quiet? Batman in the house. This is respect, guys. Is that too loud, people? Or I tell you what it is. I've been splashing out with a new microphone, so any of you good people in the chat can tell me what it sounds like and if you actually recognise me. Because I don't work wonders for Andrew J. What a bad man. That's it, mermaid. You know what? I grew up with this. Just brings back so many memories. Ultra, can you recognise my voice? £5. New earphones with a built-in microphone. You know, the ones that go like the not Bluetooth or anything. £5 from the core. Thought I'd try them out on you guys. Liam Carey in the house. What lies are them, Liam? Lots of lies on YouTube, bro. The whole album, Mermaid. Mochiga have had quite a few albums out, but they're one of them bands that not many people have heard of. But this was, I think this was the second album they had out. Might have even been the third. One of the best though. The tune, that's a bit too loud though. You sound bass. I'm sure that's bass as fuck. Oh, nice one. So we've all heard about Chiba. You know what it is? Not many people had until, do you remember that show? Where they all lived on a beach down by the sea, and Down by the Sea was the title of the show, the title song. It's on this album actually, it's the first track, and I think I've actually skipped it by accident. What you saying, Liam? sure, mate. Just a chilled one tonight, bro. Come on, Ultra. You knew you've got good taste in music. So what we've been watching tonight, guys, did we all watch? It's been a bit of a crazy day, hasn't it? And all the gaff stuff and that. It's all part of the process. It really is, guys. Yeah, so I've just been watching, well, I think we all seen Zeus early on. Another blinder of a live from Zeus. Sort of joining there, you know, carrying. Liam, I don't know enough about it, mate, to comment, to be fair. If you catch me tomorrow sometime, I will probably have a comment on it, mate. Ultra, I had noticed that. I haven't seen your name in any chats tonight. Your sidekick's been about all night, though, being funny as usual, winding everybody up. Yeah, you were in Zeus's earlier, as always. You can always rely on Ultra there. Mermaid's another one who's becoming very reliable. I watched Norris, yeah. I think we all flipped over to Norris, didn't we? It was, well, it doesn't surprise me, really. Norris is a proper geezer. Yeah, it's weird because Norris is very spontaneous, isn't he, with his lads? That's what I like about him. Big up Tim Smith in the house. How you doing, mate? Me too, Liam. Last day off tomorrow. Well, back on Wednesday night. 3 nights and then 2 weeks off, guys. 2 weeks. Get in there. What you saying, Blue Nose? Yeah, he was, wasn't he? Well, I think we made that for him, didn't we? You know, a good chat could always turn a bad mood into a good mood, I think. So is that music not too loud? Not too loud, guys. And what do you think of my new microphone, Tim Smith? Do I sound like a new man, or because I think the other one's crap, you know? The one on my phone is crap. And the one on my laptop from 1979 is even worse. Don't be surprised if I break into a song, guys, halfway through one of these songs. I can't help it sometimes. Macaroni cheese in the drain pipe. There's been some funny comments today. There always is funny comments, isn't there? Some of the... I've laughed at a few new people tonight that I don't normally laugh at. I've seen the names before, and they are funny, but it's on King Irish. What do you all think about King Irish anyway? He's smashing it, isn't he? Smashing it, and now he's going head to head with his best mate Film Boy. Well, he did for a few hours. He was all... I think he was peaking at about 150 people in his chat early on. Then when the cesspit started, obviously he was going to go down, wasn't it? But I think he still had PP and the Yeti on his panel when the cesspit was on, which not too bad. Was it 12.99? No, I paid £5 for these. Honestly, anyone looking for a good charger, right? A good charger wire, which you all know is hard to find, isn't it? One that lasts more than a week before it starts falling out your phone or starts fraying at the edges. The Co-op. I only go in the Co-op because it's near where I work, and I go in there and get some bargains before work. But they've got this rack there with all phone stuff on it. I only started looking at it recently. And I've got some right bargains, but these are beauties. Built-in microphone and everything. They're only £5, mermaid. None of this 12.99 shit. Deep sea dive I've had all day. Going on Benji's Pal Thursday with Garth the Bully. What's this? What's going on here, Tim? Oh, that's Zeus. Zeus goes there, Tim. Jim's got a loyalty card there. All the pound shops, Jim's got a loyalty card. And B&M, Home Bargains, a lot. You know him by first name when he goes in there. Yeah, check the Co-op out, guys, for all your audio needs. Yeah, King Irish, yeah, like I was saying. You know what it is as well with him? I don't know how old he is. I think he's only a young lad, isn't he? He's one of these. He's. I think is he sat outside his. He's sat outside his house or wherever he lives, his flatted island. So he's got a nice little backdrop there. That's a little bit different. He likes a drink. Likes a smoke. And he's Irish. That always works, doesn't it? The Irish always seem to do well. Hovis lad. Respect to the Hovis lad. Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute, Liam. Yeah, to finish this off about King Irish. So I was just thinking there. You know, Tim Smith will tell you. I wasn't putting any content out. Even a couple of weeks ago, I wasn't really into it. I like going on other people's panels and chats. I just thought to myself, what's going on? You know, I think I had about 70 subs or something. Tim Smith said, get some lives done, jump on some panels, and I thought, right, I'll give it a go. And obviously, I've struck up a little partnership with Zeus. Good fellow, man, top bloke he is. Very original, as we all know. And I thought, I'll give it a little go. And it does work, people, but you know, I've just realised there, as much as you try, it's hard work getting subs. Big up Jay, mate. 2 up, 2 down hammers. Nice to see you in here, mate. We'll discuss that in a minute, Jay. It's crazy behaviour, Tim. Getting subs, right, is crazy behaviour because I'm stuck on, like, I think 230 now. Jim's gaining a little bit. I think Jim's going to get to the 500 and get his community page, so I'll definitely put money on that. But it's hard work, guys, getting subs. And I think these guys, like the Fighting Irish, he's quite a regular one on the cesspit. And Apollo, all these people who the subs just flew up over a few days. I think that's the only way you're gonna get get the 500 even. And believe me, when you've got 230 subs, I'm buzzing with that. But you look at the likes of even Film Boy, Exposure, Pablo, they're on 8,000 subs, man. Do you realise how many subs that is? Even Ultra, you've got over 6,000 subs. I don't know how long it took you to get to that, but honestly, it is hard work. I can't see me getting the 500 in this little community. That is going to be hard work, guys. And it's just you either get them, you either get them quickly, or it takes you years. If you have an Irish accent, I think it really helps. Ultra is about somewhere, you know. His notifications can't be working because he's normally in by now. Cheers, later, mate. God, to get to 1,000, man, Jesus. Tim, I'll be happy with that. I'll be happy with Christmas. I hope I've still got the fire in my belly for it by till then. Because I'll be honest with you, I was in, must have been King Irish's chat, and I was having a good bit of banter. And we had a little bit of a troll in there. He came in one of my lives last week. I think you were there, Tim. Chat and Rap, he's called. What a wrong. Put some horrible comments in the chat tonight about my daughter, and it proper shook me to the point where I didn't know what to reply. Mrs. Moon seen it, she wasn't happy, and it took the mods a while in there to click on. Eventually they did, they blocked him, or I thought they blocked him, and then he came back like 10 minutes later, so I just stopped commenting. And quickly, to be honest, he moved on to somebody else pretty quickly, and is that what you think, Ultra? Honestly, if I find out that it's him, what a sick man. Tim, I'm going to ask Zeus. I'm going to wait a little bit longer and ask Zeus to lend me a few quid to get some subs, yeah? Or I might ask him to buy me some for Christmas. Tim, you were the first pick. You were in King Irish's. And when I seen that Chat and Rap come in the chat, it said something about me before he even commented. Or maybe I had put a comment in, but it was nothing to do. It was just talking to somebody else. And then as soon as they seen me in there, they made a comment. It wasn't that bad. But I said to you, I said, Tim, watch that Chat and Rap. He was talking about kids in my chat last week. As soon as he seen that, he went straight in on me. And it was bad, mate. Can't repeat it on here anyway. But a few comments went through and then he got blocked. Yeah, I'm quite good now, Ultra, with, you know, spotting them. They stand out a mile, don't they? And you watch the way people write, you can tell who people are. They have, as much as they try and fool you, they always slip up, and they have the little ways of writing things, and you can spot them a mile off. Oh, that Bootle's mad, isn't he? I've watched him a few times. He's an all-nighter as well. He can go all night, that fella. No, Tim, it's all right, mate. I mean, there was a load of people in the chat. It's going to happen, though, isn't it? Like I said to Mrs. Moon, I said, it's going to happen. That's what you've got to. When you just ignore them, because you can't win. You can't win with them. We've got that many accounts. I think it gets to her or Mrs. Moon more than myself, but it does get to me. But you learn to deal with it, man. Yeah, so watch the cesspit, which was late because today he said he was coming on. I thought he was going to make a big meal of it tonight, but I think the gaff thing it sort of got overlooked, didn't it, tonight? I don't even know what by. I think the Irish took over again, didn't they, in the cesspit? Dog man. That is one angry man, that dog man. Astute. I like that word, astute. So been watching a bit of TV like Ultra, or have you been chilling with the bit of music or something? You know what, Tim? Alex says he doesn't drink, you know, Alexandra are we on about? I know he sounds like he's absolutely mortal, doesn't he? I have actually, he has been on my panel, Alexandra. A couple of weeks ago I was on night shift and I did just a daft live from the car and he jumped on, I let him on the panel and I like him. He likes a good whinge, doesn't he? But there's a chance he might pop in here as well, you know, if he can get him off Fighting Irish's, King Irish's panel. Yeah, he's got one of them voices. He's got one of them voices where he's either really pissed or just had a load of wobbly eggs. Is he, Tim? Probably is, mate. Some great voices, though, isn't there? I've got King Irish on the telly now, just in the background, obviously with the sound off. But you know what? Like all that carry on, it all unfolded at like 3 o'clock this morning. You go to bed. I went to bed about 1 o'clock or turned YouTube off about 1 o'clock this morning. You know, you get up and you see what's going on. You're like, where was this? Andrew J's 4:30 in the morning, and Garth's telling everyone that he's on bail for ABH or something. It's crazy behaviour, man. Absolute crazy behaviour, guys. Now I'm closing up. Ultra, I promise this week I am going to listen. What's the best Depeche Mode album for me to listen to? What do you recommend, mate? I promise I will listen. I'm sure they've had plenty of albums. Tim, I did. Was that after the King Irish episode? I don't know what. Emma's. It's one of them, isn't it? It's one of them. Has the character gone on too long? Could we like the real Emma more? I remember when she first come out. It wasn't even that long ago. It was on. Well, I heard it first on the Snake Pit, and I'll be honest, it was cringy the way she was asking for spanners and stuff. But it's just a character, isn't it? The characters they have the sell by dates, don't they? But yeah, Tim, I've seen both episodes, and you got some bottle. I'll give her that. Got some bottle. Yeah, do that for us, Ultra. I know they are a massive group, aren't they, Depeche? I know I had a mate at school, Kev Brown he was called, he was an absolute lunatic. And he was banging to the Smiths and Morrissey. And I don't know whether did they go with Depeche Mode, like, or is that totally different sound? Because he loved his music. And then he loved Depeche Mode as well. Well, she's sort of been saying this, hasn't she, Tim, this last week? She has been saying it. I heard her, I mean, the girls channel, I thought that might have legs, but the legs seem to be coming off it. I think as soon as Emma said that the other day, I think that was one of the nails in the coffin. I mean, it's 50% of that channel, isn't it? And I don't know, you flick on there on an afternoon, it just seems like you just know who's going to be on the panel. You just know the faces. And I don't know. It is hard though, you know. It must be hard trying to see. It's not content, is it? It's just lives. It's just lives they're doing. Probably a bit easier when you're putting a bit of content out as well. It's hard to keep things fresh. So you'll have to inform us of that one. Ultra Fletch, was he the lead singer, or I'll be honest, I don't know anything about them, mate. But they're bringing a new album out as well, are they? Is that what it is? Well, you would, wouldn't you, Tim? I mean, I don't know if you're married, Tim, but if your wife, if you're on YouTube all the time, I said this last week. Big up, Joanne. Thanks for coming by, mate. Hope you're well there. Fletch is a knob twiddler. You always need a good knob twiddler, don't you, in every band. Yeah, what was I saying there? Yeah, you've got to juggle it, haven't you? You've got to juggle it, keep everyone happy. Well, this is a good time for me to do live, just chilled out. I did just want to share this album with you as well, to be honest. You're laughing at the knob twiddler there, aren't we? I think that's what fact notification is, and he'd make a good knob twiddler. Try saying that with a mouthful of marbles. Tim, what's this about it being your birthday yesterday, mate? And you kept it all quiet, didn't you? You little bagger, you little batty fish. Tim's birthday yesterday, wasn't it, Tim? Can you confirm that, mate? He's one of these who doesn't, he doesn't, what's the word I'm looking for, guys? Doesn't put it out there, does he? Chilled out. Talking about chilled out people. Pick up Mr. Norris of the Roxy. Yeah, mate. I've already talked about you, Norris. Saying what a batty fish you are. Yeah, top man, Norris. Good little live early on, mate. You got a little mention early on, Norris, about how all the regulars, just as soon as they see you live, doesn't matter what they're watching, you all fly over there. It's heartwarming. It's heartwarming when you see a few people in your chats. I've just said to Tim and the other people in the chat, because I think you were over 500 subs, aren't you, Norris? Just saying how I'm sort of stuck on stuck in a bit of a rut now on, I think it's 230. I think I've gained over 100 in the last, well, 150 in the last few weeks. But I think I might have hit a rock. I don't know where they're going to come from now anymore. So any ideas, guys? Cheers, mate. Tim, you got to work a bit harder, mate. 230, 234. It's not bad though. You know what it is though? Them 234. I respect them. I respect every one of them. And these big channels who've got thousands, I think they're starting to take them for granted. You know, a lot of them, they can't even start on time. I mean, Expo's the worst one. If you say you're going to do a live at 10 o'clock, you premiere that at 6 o'clock, you put it on YouTube that you're going live at 10. You've got 4 hours to prepare, right? You've got 100, 200 people at 10 o'clock waiting for Expo. And he comes in the chat 20 past 10 saying 2 minutes, guys. And then when he does come on at 10:30, half an hour late, everyone just takes it. And then he has the cheek to say, oh, I'm just going to roll a joint or making a cup of tea. I mean, come on, Expo. Hold on, have a bit of respect, bro. Yeah, you see that? I had to get that one in tonight, Norris. There's only a one off that, though, I think. I've never seen it before. I noticed you had them tea towel shorts on again tonight, though, mate. Massive respect of the tea towel shorts. Is that right, Ultra? So did you not... this live chat thing, though, this sort of community thing, it hasn't been going for that long, has it? About a year or something since COVID. Was live chat a thing? StreamYard, was it a thing like a few years ago, or is it that new? That's it, Hammers. That's exactly it, mate. And you know, when you do your lives, you do look at how many views they get, and when you put little videos out, what you notice, if they're not short and just little videos, you might get all your subs watching them, whether they watch them right through. The only other way you get your big views is by doing long lives. I think my best live, and I agree, and I think everyone in here was in that live, was I think it was last week, and the thumbnail for it was a rally burner. Remember the old BMX bike? And it was just, when I look back, I've had a look back on it, quite proud of that one. We had quite a few guests on. They had Liam jumped on and sang a song, which has only happened once. Cumbrian Truth made a little appearance. I had Steve Farthard on. Darryl Adams, the Scouser, was on. Just good banter, you know. I think that was the best live for the views, about, I think it was 350. Quite good, man. You know what I'm saying? Hammers, have you got your own channel, mate, or not? People have been chatting for ages. I keep hearing this Cody Lackey started it all off. You know, you hear his name flying about. 80s, I am the 80s man, Tim. So Tim, you share a birthday with, saying that, I was going to say with Matrix, but Matrix had a birthday weekend, Matrix on PC. I think we all know that guy. I know anyone who's seen his live today, I like Matrix. It turns out that we both went to the same school. I think he's a little bit older than me, but I had a good chat with him this week. Uh, although we had a good chat and that, I think it's become evident that I don't think we could be good mates or anything. I know he got upset on his live today and he said he's chucking the towel in again. He had a few bad comments in his chat and he'd had enough. Yeah, that's what I mean, Tim. Were you there, mate? Did you see it? I think Benji jumped in and Benji just being Benji, wasn't he? But Matrix told him to fuck off in no uncertain terms. He actually did tell him to fuck off before he blocked him. And then someone else had a pop at somebody and he just had enough. And it was his birthday today as well, poor fella. But don't wish him any harm. I hope he's alright anyway. Like I say, I know he's had his problem. I know he's had a lot of problems. Obviously, I would hate to be like that. I would hate to be in someone's shoes like that. I've never suffered with anything like that. I've been lucky. Never had any tragedies to deal with or any depression or anything. And I have a lot of people around me who say, "Oh, I wish I was like you and didn't worry about stuff all the time." And I don't even know what the secret to it is. Some people look at it another way. When you don't let things affect you, and you don't let things get you down, and you don't get stressed, it can come across like you just don't give a fuck or you're not bothered. But it isn't like that. It's, I don't know. What the hell? This album now? Club de Belugas? Right, you know what I'm going to do now, guys? I'm going to have a little look for another Marchi album. Because I like that. We'll go for a newer one. Or shall we have Marchiba's greatest hits, eh? We don't know what's coming next. Sorry about that, guys. Respect, big up, JB. You alright, fella? Nice to see you, bro. Yeah, I think so as well, dude. You know, there was a nightclub in Stockton, which is a little town near Middlesbrough where I live, and we had a nightclub there called the Mall, MALL. And you might have seen anyone who used to watch or has seen The Hitman and Her. That show it used to be on the Friday or Saturday night. Pete Waterman and the blonde girl. I've got her name now. Michaela Strachan. And I think it used to be the show to watch, and it was always, well, quite regularly, it was from the Mall, and this nightclub was the place to be. It won discotheque of the year, a good few years running in the 90s, I think it was. I think I started going when I was 17, so it'll have been 1990. And it turns out that our mate Matrix on PC was the DJ there. Now, It's just hard to believe. It's not hard to believe he was the DJ there, but it's hard to believe how he's quite calming, isn't he? If you've ever listened to The Matrix, he's quite a calm fella, and his voice and that. He has got a great voice for radio, and you can't imagine him being a DJ. He's got all the tunes and everything. Well, you're off, Tim. Catch you later, bro. Thanks for popping by there. Yeah, he's got quite a calming voice and that, but I don't know. You would expect a DJ from a big nightclub to be able to handle a bit of banter, wouldn't you? Like I say, I don't know. I don't know what the story is with Matrix, but I hope he's alright anyway. Have we got any Monk fans in here, guys? Flying Monk. It was only a week. I mean, the first live I ever went on last year was Flying Monk. I think he just started doing lives, to be honest, and I don't know. So I got a good vibe off him, and I jumped on his panel. I think I showed my face as well, to be honest. But since then, he's had a load of shit on me. And I remember the night when it all kicked off. It was on the. It seems like years ago now. When it was Expo as well, wasn't it? I was doing the FIFA nights with Uncle K. They were quite funny, actually. There was a bit of a platform for the trolls and taking the piss, you know. But I like the idea of the FIFA in the background. It was quite good. Well, it lasted. But I remember Monk threw a wobbler. Threw an absolute wobbler one night about God, or started banging on about God, and he just lost it. And it's all gone downhill from that day. And if you think about it, I mean, that was Expo's channel, and I don't think he has forgiven for that. For mocking, well, basically he was mocking Jesus, wasn't he? And Expo, if you look now, Expo is still probably his arch enemy, isn't he, on YouTube? Caused a load of problems. But I know last week Monk did a live, and I think the title was "That's it, he's going for good this time." He's had enough, give his reasons, didn't really have time for YouTube. Lo and behold, a week later, he's back. Big up Peggy. How we doing, mate? Flip flopper. Bit of flip flopping going on tonight. It was funny. It was like as soon as the cesspit finished, everyone jumped back into King Irish's. You gotta laugh, haven't you? You gotta laugh. I'm trying to look for this. Trying to look for another Marchie album. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, this one might be good. Anyone like a bit of Massive Attack? Do you like Massive Attack, Ultra? Remember them? Ricky Pants. Good. You made me laugh, while you guys. Gotta laugh, haven't you? So, Peggy, have you been over King Irish? Anything happening over there? I've got it on my TV. I tell you who makes me laugh. Yeah, Madness. Can't beat them. You know, there were a lot. few of my friends went to York races on Friday night. It was a night. It was an evening meeting. I think the first race was 5 o'clock, and Madness were on. Madness were playing live after the racing, which I believe is a yearly thing. It happens every year. Yeah, can't beat Teardrops. Unfinished Symphony, one of my favourite songs. That's the one, Jamie. Oh, we all know the Massive Attack in there. Yeah, it's festival season, isn't it? Is anyone into festivals? Is that an old one like Ultra? You know, I've probably heard it, but I didn't know that it's called that because that's the name is not ringing a bell. Is that the title of the track or an album? I know I have got a few Massive Attack albums. You just forget how many good bands there was, though, don't you? And I don't even know what triggered me for More Cheaper tonight, but I wore that More Cheaper CD out years ago, Big Calm. I wore it out and was scratched to hell. But something triggered it tonight and made me put it on, and it just brings back loads of memories, you know. Are they still going like Ultra? Massive Attack. I will have a listen to that. I will have a listen. Oh yeah, that sounds like a good one, that tune. The Prodigy were out there on their own, weren't they? How they'd moved with the times. Although he's dead now, isn't he? Bless him. The lead singer, he was somebody. But the way they changed, if you remember the Prodigy when they first come out, the music they were putting out to the way like Firestarter when they brought that album out, just out there on their own, them guys. They were like setting the trends. Ultra will certainly do that. But still send me some links. Send me some links to some tunes in my channel, mate. Yeah, I mean they went from that, didn't they, Blue Nose? That Charlie song, which was good. It was good. It was good. Like it's still good now. But to go from that music to change the vibe to like the Firestarter and stuff, just moving with the times, weren't they? Yeah, Jamie knows it. There's some good bands out there, honestly. Don't get enough credit. But yeah, festivals. I've never been to Glastonbury for the simple fact that although I don't mind camping, I just never fancied that getting covered in mud and looking for your tent at 2 o'clock in the morning off your nut. Are you listening to Polish Witch House? Where do you come across that, Ultra? How do you come across that music? So I like my music, but I'm not gonna pretend I'm a music expert. I have me bands that I like. I've been to quite a few concerts. But as for the festivals and that, like I was saying there, Glastonbury's never been for me. I'd rather watch it from the comfort of my own bed. But yeah, I think it's an outdoor thing. I think you've got to be into it, haven't you? Oh well, keeping a few people happy tonight. Nice one. You know, to think there will be a few more bands that'll come up because this is when I was into my music. These type of tunes, they were all out in the 90s, weren't they? Early mid 90s. Is the Bristol scene? Is this Portishead and who else was out about this time? Who was that? Jarvis Cocker? What was he in? Pulp, was it? I'm sorry for all the guys who aren't into the music who probably left now. But just a chilled out one tonight. Electronica. Like I say, Ultra, I'm not a music expert, but the music this year, over the decades, yeah, you've got the 70s, haven't you, where you had like glam rock and all that, wasn't it? And all them crazy bands and the big flares and everything, didn't you? And then the 80s, you had the New Romantics and the ska music and a bit of pop towards the end. It was pop. In the 90s, you had the Manchester theme, didn't you? The Happy Mondays. What's that scene called? Oh, there's a word for it, isn't there? Yeah, the 90s, the start of the 90s, you had like Happy Mondays, Spinal Carpet. I forgot the bloody name for that scene. And towards the end of the 90s, you had the Acid House and all that. And then you got the 2000s. What was the 2000s famous for? What was that scene? And then the 2010s, and honestly, the 2020s, I couldn't tell you. It's just all over the place, isn't it? I mean, I couldn't even tell you what's in the charts at the minute. It doesn't interest me. I might hear a song on the radio if I ever have the radio on. I might hear a song and think, oh, I like that. I probably couldn't tell you what it's about, who it is. That's good though. That's good that you've got that passion for it still. Is that Echo Belly? Is that the name of this band, or Jamie? Because this is a mix. This is an hour-long mix. Probably get copyrighted for this. I get copyrighted all the time now, you know. Hip hop in the 80s, you did, yeah. Ultra said hip hop in the 70s as well. Yeah, man, I was having a little look through. I was having a little look on YouTube for 80s hip hop. I can't remember who kept popping up now. Is there still a hip hop scene about now, or is that gone? Remember Eric B? Remember Eric B and Rakim? I remember him being good. Flashing the fingers. Ultra, I'm not surprised. I think you said, didn't you? You said to me last week that you had Chew with copyright claims forever. And I was asking, how the hell do you get to keep them on your channel? You know, when me and Jim were doing this 80s challenge where we picked our favourite 80s songs, and I had this big vision of me and him putting both our songs on our channels so everyone could see them, me being totally oblivious to the copyright laws and whatever. Just never worked like that, but just got struck off straight away. But that song that I put on, Ultra, that first one there, Big in Japan, it's still there on my channel. You can watch it, and I remember you saying it's still on, can still be on your channel, and it is still there to watch. I don't understand it. That's the word I was looking for, Jamie. Indie. Indie was the 90s. I was a big indie. I was big into the indie scene, I'll be honest. Oh, weirdo stuff, yeah. How does that work, also? How does a weirdo strike you? What do you mean by that, mate? What's that, blue nose? Flashing the Furious. Ronnie Size, I've heard of Ronnie Size. What? Is that not like jazz, or is that not the jazz scene or something, Blue Nose? I'm sorry if I'm wrong, I could be totally wrong. Blue Nose is 1973, I'm guessing you're the same age as me. I was born in 1973, so I should know what you're on about. Ultra, what did they report you for, mate? What's going on? D&D. What's that mean, Ultra? Brown paper bag. Enlighten me, Blue Nose. Enlighten me, bro. And can we confirm the Ronnie Size? I have heard of him. No, but is that a person or is it a band? I've heard of them. I do apologise for not knowing. Alright, I'll have a listen to that as well, Bruno's. You know what, if you have a look on my channel, just leave a comment on some of your favourite songs. I'll have a listen to them. What are you saying, Ultra? What's B&B? I still do a lot of things. I told you about. I'm no stock aitken and Waterman. I'll have to think of something where we'll get you back for that one, Ultra. You know, well. I'm letting you off anyway with the skateboard thing. We haven't mentioned it for a few weeks, have we? It's dead now, that, isn't it? Good while it lasted, though. We had quite a bit of fun with that one. We even got the thumbnail in one of my lives, Ultra. That was for you, that one. I'm gonna do one for Fact, Ultra. What do you reckon? What's a good thumbnail for Fact Notification? I'll surprise him this week. And we'll have a Fact Notification day. That'll make us day. Yes. That's all on there. What you saying, Jimmy? Rock pack. Fantasia. Rat Pack Fantasia. That sounds good now. Right, we've got a conflict of interest here. We've got a pink cat for the thumbnail, and Bagpuss. Right. Any more ideas, right? And I'll choose the best one, and we'll have a fact here because I've got 2 weeks off. I've got 3 night shifts this week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So I won't be doing much then. Might do a few mad lads in the middle of the night, depending on how busy I am at work. But I'll dedicate a live to pack notification. The Battlefish isn't in here now. I haven't seen him in King Irish's for a while. I put that on in the background. But we'll have his life. Yeah, keep it a secret over. It's surprising. You've been upsetting a few people today, you know, for Steve Farthing. Steve Farthing started to me out. Did you see it? Did anyone see it? I know Jamie. Did you see it? Steve had a little wobbly fit. Was it last? I think it was last night. Yeah. I don't know whether he had some things on his mind, but I was getting a bad vibe off. Him last night in his life. And I think Zeus wound him up about something about the mountain and buying the mountain. I think I don't know if you've seen it, Jamie. Steve took it the wrong way and ended up having a little dig at Boss Dog. And Boss Dog spat the dummy out, and I think they've made up now though. But I like Steve. He knows that as well. He knows that. I'll have to have a chat with him this week. I haven't been on this panel for a while. I'll have a good chat with him. He likes his berries, does he? I've thought that. What's his Temple Ultra? Do you know? Bagpuss. Remember Bagpuss? That Bagpuss takes me back. Jesus Christ, how boring was that cat? You couldn't even call that a cartoon. Do you remember, wasn't it? Didn't it used to be on Blue Nose? You the same age as me, like we said before. Wasn't that on it? Something stupid, like 1 o'clock in the afternoon for like 10 minutes or something. It was so boring, wasn't it? It was like Fingerbob. Or was that the same show? Yeah, like I said, Jamie, I'm going to have a good chat with Steve one day this week. I'll catch him on a live. I like to go on when there's only a few people in. You can have a good chat with Steve. He knows as much as I have a laugh, and yeah, we're all sarcastic, aren't we? But I can be serious when I want, and I'll have a good chat with him and catch up and see what's going on. But it must be a pain in the ass going up and down that mountain all day, every day. I think them two big dogs, the big dogs are, I don't know, they're like a big weight on his shoulders, aren't they? But his little dog, God, does he love that little dog, Captain Jack. Be lost without him. Yeah, it's horrible, wasn't it? There's Ultra there, keeping on the right side of fact. Don't worry, Ultra, I'll tell him you were picking him up. Don't want no fallouts there. But I had a little dig about, did anyone see thing on see Jim's like tonight when PP jumped on. Just change the subject a little bit, just because Sean Gregg pissed me off a little bit today, and I like PP. I've always liked PP. Go back right from the start of the snake pit. I've always been friends with PP. But for him to fall out with Pablo is obviously a big thing, and he sort of let the cat out of the bag the other week. But he was just giving little snippets out, you know. He wasn't going to tell the full story, but you could tell that the bromance was over. And since then, obviously Sean Gregg had his little falling out with Pablo, but that was old news. That was old news. I seen it. A lot of other people seen it when Sean Gregg was on that live panel, and he put his mobile number in the chat. And while he was still on the panel, people you could see he was answering his phone. It was a stupid thing to do, but there'll have been 500 people in that chat. And then I just couldn't believe what I was hearing when he sat there on that table today with PP and Hector. I just couldn't believe what I was hearing. He's calling out Pablo and then giving the reason for it. That Pablo gave his number out and made loads of people ring him up and give him loads of shit. I just can't have that. I'm not having that. Pablo doesn't do stuff like that. As much of a batty fish that Pablo is, right? One thing he isn't is a grass or a snitch. Less snitch, or he just doesn't talk about people. Yeah, he might beg for donations or whatever you want to call it, but Pink Pink Panther, good shout. Good shout, you liking that one? Yeah, but Sean Gregg just disappointed me a bit today, and you know what? The honest guys, I let him off a bit lightly today. I had a good chance there. PP knew I was itching. He knows I've been itching for a while to ask him what's going on with him and Pablo. And he knew that today when he jumped on that panel. And Jim knew it as well. That's why he left me and him there. And honestly, I went easy on Sean there because I'm going to say it, guys. It's what time we on? It's 2:30 in the morning. There's 6 of us in here, and I'll just say what I think. That I like Sean Gregg. I've liked him all the time, and a big up for everything he's doing, the boxing and all that. And big up to Hector for taking the time out, but you don't do nothing for nothing, do you? And Hector likes his views, and he chases he likes a bit of clout chasing. But Sean's been asking for donations and that for quite a while now. A lot of people have helped him out. But it was only a few weeks ago where I remember Sean and somebody had grassed him up, and he'd had his universal credit stopped, and it proper hit him hard. He just went really quiet on YouTube, and he was that skint that I can remember one day he said, "This is my last day of I'm having to get my Wi-Fi cut off." Now, when your life's YouTube, I think that my home Wi-Fi is £15 a month for unlimited. Now, you telling me that you can't find £15 a month, then you must be skinned to do some £15 to do something that you do all day, and it keeps you talking to people, and you know. So Sean had that situation. He went quiet for a little bit. He's sort of come back now with it. Hector sort of pulled him out the shit again with this fight at the Friday Night Fight Club. He's got a bit of his confidence back and whatever. But it just shocked me today. For a start, they're in that restaurant, and Sean has this big brace on, which somebody else picked up on. The pair, him and Sam are there for a week, staying there for a week, which that's not going to be cheap, is it? Wherever they're staying for a week in Essex. Then they're out having a meal there tonight, or yes, last night. They're going to have to eat for a week. That's going to cost a lot of money. And apparently, Sean has said that this this grant that everyone was getting, this grant that everyone's getting off the government, £326. That's what he spent. He spent that money on going to Essex for the week. Now, don't get me wrong, but that just doesn't sit right with me. Doesn't sit right with me. Shouldn't he be paying his bills and that or whatever? And maybe just going to Essex for 2 days or one day. I don't know. I just had to get that out because I wanted to say that tonight on Zeus's, and I think Zeus knew that. I speak to Jim. I've spoken to Jim a few times today on the phone. We ring each other. We sort of have the same train of thought. We don't want to be these. We don't want to be the Mr. Right, you know what I mean? But just try to say it as it is. I might be waffling on a bit, guys. And that's it. That's it, Blue Nose, and that's what got Sean into trouble the other week. Because he had a PayPal link up, and somebody grassed him up and stopped his money. But you can't be. If you go to Essex for a week with your wife or your partner, and you're eating out at restaurants, you're drinking beer. I mean, he had a pint of beer tonight, fair play. Although I thought he was teetotal, he thought he'd been telling everyone he doesn't drink. He hasn't done for so long. Just keep it real, Sean, you know what I mean? Calling Pablo out was a bit of a low blow for me. And actually, did anyone see Pablo's little video tonight? Also, did you see Pablo's little video tonight? So obviously he's got wind of this. I think it was only 40 seconds long, but he made it clear. He said, Sean, Greg, keep your name, stop talking about being a fatty fish or something. Pablo doesn't talk about people, that's the thing. Anyone who watches him knows that he's not like that. He never slags anyone off. Ultra, it's on his channel. It's only 40 seconds long. It's obviously a response. People have been in touch with him, although he hasn't got a SIM card in his phone, remember. I think he dropped a bollock on that one, mate. Because he said I've been getting whatever. He didn't say phone calls, but he said people have been telling him. He's got wind of this calling out of Sean, Greg. And he says he's still going away in 2 weeks' time. Is it something to do with Ratwood? I'm not sure, but there's something in the pipeline. But yeah, it's one of them things, guys. But I had a little chat with PP, and he still wasn't letting on. I think he's waiting because he knows that'll be a bit of a blockbuster when he gives his reasons out, if he ever does, for why he's fell out with Pablo. There's obviously a reason. He made the statement the other night for me when Pablo fired that live up the other night. And it was no coincidence that PP was on Film Boy's panel at exactly the same time that Pablo went live. Just making a statement. I think it's just keeping us all guessing as well. Why call out on PP's channel? Not on your own yet. Yeah, Sean has definitely been. I'm not going to say pushed into it, but the idea's been put into his head. I think we know who by. But for me, Hector has done a lot. Jim said to me today, he said Hector has done a lot for. I'm not a big Hector fan. He said Hector has done a lot for Sean, which you can't argue with that. But why though? Isn't it? You've got to ask the question why. What's Hector? You just you don't do that much for somebody for nothing, especially Hector. It's got to be a motive, ulterior motive, is it? That's one way of saying it, Jay. I think that's pretty clear to see. But he has got a lot of admiration, have you noticed, for Hector. Every every video he puts out, it's big up Friday Night Fight Club. It's not Film Boy, it's Hector, isn't it? Alright, Charlie can write. Well, it is, isn't it? I don't know if you've been listening there, Charlie, and you've thought you have to make a comment. But that's what I want. Like, why is the question, and it's right. All looked a little bit staged, you know, that it's a bit weird for me. I don't know whether I'm looking into it too much, people. I could be looking into it a little bit too much, but when you watch a lot of YouTube, it's what happens in it. Right, let's have a bit of this then. This is watching the live, guys. Yeah, so Hector's sort of he's become a sort of god for Sean. He's in all of his videos. Everything he puts out has got pick up the Friday Night Fight Club, which the Friday Night Fight Club, I think it's dead, isn't it? It's dead. Filmboy never mentions it. It's this Friday, and I haven't heard Filmboy say a thing about it. Bloody battery on this phone, honestly. StreamYard proper drains your battery, people. I have to go to the co-op and get a good charger then. Trust your gut instinct, that's probably right. Probably right. But he's another thing for you, I mean, you had all that carrying after that Harlan and Dennis fight. And Filmboy jumped straight in and made that video saying how wrong it was for Dennis to get Harlan, who what's he autistic, basically saying Harlan was disabled and Dennis had a disabled guy in a chokehold. I mean, that was so wrong, man, so wrong. And I made that clear, like, now then, one mouth fish guy, seen you about, mate. I think I had a few little comments with you tonight. Don't know if it's the first time you've been in here, mate. Might not be, but if it is, thanks one for dropping by, bro. You see, we don't have no direction on here, mate. I just put one of my favourite albums on and I'm just chilling. It's a nice little crowd. And at the minute, we are just discussing the Sean Greg situation. Sure, what Mountfish guy is up to date on that. Well, this is it, Charlie. Well, that's what I was going to say, right? I mean, Sean's doing all this training, yeah. He's training. He's wanting to fight, right? He wants to test himself. Now, who in this community who knows Sean, who knows what Sean's like, understands him, who is going to get in a ring and really want to batter Sean, Greg? Not many people, because there's no winner there. If you fill Sean Gregg in that ring with boxing gloves on, you hurt him. You're not going to be a winner. You're going to be the person that filled Sean Gregg in. That's not the tag I would want. But then on the other hand, you've got Sean coming across like he's training hard and he wants to be tested. But there's nobody who's going to stand up and proper give Sean Gregg everything they've got. You can't do it. Oh, cheers, fish guy, for popping in there. Yeah, I've got King Irish on, and he looks like he's in for the night, isn't he? I like him. It's You know what? A lot of people like someone to rely on who's going to be on every night, and I think King Irish could be that lad. Could be that lad. He's just got something about him, hasn't he? Yeah, Dogman. He's mad, that Dogman. He's got some temper on him.
Good evening.
Isn't he the horsey man, was it? This guy.
How are you?
The horseman of Northern Ireland, or something. Number one horse guy of Northern Ireland.
You feeling good?
Well, that's it. That's it, John. Who's going to want to hurt him? You'd have to be evil to want to hurt Sean Gregg in the ring, wouldn't you? You can't win. And the thing is, he's on a high, isn't he? He's getting on. He was riding high after the first fight club. Absolutely riding high when he was flying. But whatever goes up, what goes up must come down. You know what I mean? What goes up must come down, and I think Sean's the type of when he's flying, but when he's down, it's going to hit him hard. And he's doing okay now because he's got something to focus on. But after this Friday Night Fight Club, what's Hector going to do with him now? What's he going to do with him next? He can't. And he's going to look to Hector. Hector's his best mate at the minute. He's going to look to Hector for what he's going to do next. Hector's got other things. Hector's got his own life. Which makes me ask the question, why? So what do you think about Hector and Dean Schwartz? Is that going to happen? Or is that just another flash in the pan for a few views? Yeah, that's the one also. But yeah, we'll just draw a line under that one for tonight, the Sean Gregg thing. And the PP thing. Like I say, if you've seen Zeus's live early on, couldn't quite get the answers out of him, but I think he's saving that for a rainy day. There's a good few views in why PP's fell out with Pablo. Yep. He did have a little mini one, like I said the other week, when somebody grassed him up and his credit got stopped. That's a nice way of putting it. This guy, a lot of people, you could have put that a lot. Could have went in a lot harder. He is definitely leading Sean on for some reason behind it. And I think it's becoming apparent to a lot of people now. But PP's associated himself with it now. That's what I was a little bit disappointed about today. It's just weird, isn't it, this YouTube? You know, you got PP and Pablo there, the biggest bromance. Thought it was unbreakable. And now PP's sat having a meal with Sean Gregg and calling Pablo out today. Jim's a bit of a flip-flopper. Woo! You're Charlie. Jim's alright, man. Jim's alright, he's a funny guy. Bit of strange taste in bit of strange sense of humour, like, but all good. Did we all watch that Dean and Decker fight? You know, it was one of them. It was one of them at the time. You sort of looked at it and all the build up to it, and it was a good build up, but it's one of them where you look back on it and you think how good it was when you look back at it, the whole day and the build up to it. Sort of, what's the word? Like a little bit cult. You know, the way I see it. You know what? I actually thought the Dennis and Harlem fight. I think King Irish was finished, guys. Yeah, I thought it's a bit early for him. Yeah, the Dennis Harlem fight, as rubbish as it was on the day, and as much as everyone took the piss out of it, when you look back on it, you just don't. It was proper old school. You don't see two lads going in the middle of the woods having a tear up there. You could watch 1,000 bare knuckle fight, Irish bare knuckle fights, and you wouldn't get the same feel as you did on that fight in the woods. In my opinion, it's just saying, it was a cult classic. I've seen more cheaper. I've seen them twice. Once was at Manchester. Is it the Apollo in Manchester? Was a fast, but that's what made it. That's what made it good. Blue Nose. It was just. I don't understand how. I don't understand why. When Dennis put that second kick in Haaland, flipped him up on the floor. Even Dennis said he couldn't understand why Haaland didn't just jump on him. I thought Haaland could have just went to town him, because usually in a fight like that, with no rules, the first one on the floor, you beat, aren't you? You go down, that's it. And Haaland had already been kicked a few times, so I don't know what went on there. But I'll be honest, it did sort of shut Haaland up a little bit, didn't it? You don't see him anywhere now. I used to like Haaland's late lives. I used to like all Haaland's. Always when he went at all Haaland's, you just knew what was coming, didn't you? You don't mess with him. When you've got someone like that who does not give a fuck, because he doesn't give a fuck about anything. Dangerous, man, because you're never going to win with someone like that. Not verbally, anyway. Yeah, Fish Guy, have you seen many of Jim's videos of his lives? He's starting to do them quite regular now. And people in here will tell you that they are a bit crazy, but very dry, like I'm dry as sticks. I'm starting eating glasses in a minute. Hareem. Jamie, did you get that shit sorted out, mate? The day that you were having had some trouble with your bank, didn't you? I think Peanut got sucked into the top. Oh, that's what happened, mate. I think you're right. It was sort of built out. You know, I said this the other day. I think Peanut needed that fight. I think it was building up over weeks and weeks. And the anger was building up, and then you could see he was getting worse going on panels, and sort of. I thought he peaked when he ran PD off. I think it was on the cesspit, just annihilated PP. Sorry, PD. And he done a live that same night, and I went on. And I said, "How are you supposed to build up to PD? Not just like." But he even said that he didn't know PD. He'd heard of him, but he just seen somebody interrupting because that's Hans thing. He just like anyone interrupting when they're talking, and he just didn't like it, so he just went on and ripped PD in the ass. But I thought that was it. Then I thought Harlan might have calmed down a little bit, but I think this fight, I think he needed it. He got it out of his system. But where's that one? Yeah, this is what I was going to mention next. Ultra. There is a bit of love in the air, isn't there? I've seen that. I've seen that develop, but I haven't followed it. I don't know what the situation is now, but I seen that was coming. Big up, Tim. Back at you, mate. Keeping an eye on things, yeah. Fish guy, I'm lost with it all now. I'm absolutely lost because you have people who are adamant the troll watches John Smith, and then the next comment in the chat in the live chat will be troll watch is 100% not John Smith. A couple of comments later, troll watch is John Smith, and you're like, come on, man. Just be lovely to know though, wouldn't it? Well, I've seen, right, guys, I've seen the worst case of trolling that I've ever seen on Matrix on PCs the other day. It was unbelievable. I think it was 5 or 6 o'clock tea time. Matrix on PC, chilled out little channel. You're talking, I think there was 10 people in the chat. I was one of them. I've been on this panel a few times. And I think I'd gone on with the intention of jumping on this panel and just having a bit of banter, just to pass an hour. For some reason, this troll come in, or a group of, there must have been more than one of them, because it started by, they made a duplicate account of somebody in the chat, and then it just escalated from there, and it escalated fast. They were making duplicate accounts of everyone that was in this chat. They made a duplicate one of me, exactly the same avatar, and then they were all trying, he put the link out, and he had 6 or 7 people backstage, and they were all duplicate accounts. He didn't know which one was real, and the trolls they were really clever, proper clever, fast, clever. They knew what they were doing, and Matrix let one of them let what he thought was Liverpool Julie on the panel, and it was only this troll, wasn't it? And the troll had the cheek to start talking, and he's like, "You're not going to catch me. You'll never find me." And Matrix is like, I'll report you. And he was like, nah. And no word of a lie, people, it was a kid. It must have been 15. Brazenly just, obviously he wasn't showing his face, but he's on the panel. I've never seen anything like it. He's on the panel, Ultra Patanga and Kitterbang, I remember that. I remember that was a mad film, wasn't it? Patanga and Kitterbang used to go, or something, didn't it? Or up your bum or something, was it? Or am I heard about the wrong thing? I have to show it, right? Up your bum, something like that. Dad used to say it all the time, I think. But yeah, it was crazy. That was the worst case of trolling I've seen, and to the point where this troll, the Matrix, had a few of his friends commit suicide this last year. One of his best friends, I know he said it a few times on his channel. He lost a few friends last year. Well, this troll had made an account up in his live chat, made this account up, and the avatar was a picture of his best friend who killed himself last year. I mean, how low could you go? And how did they do it? I don't even know how they do it. Who's this fella here? Dash, yeah. I'll be a little bit wary. What do I think of Harry Hill and MDMA? I'll have to get back here on that one, mate. Let me just see. I won't have a troll or two to John Smith tonight. Been quite funny. I'll get into I think I'm sub to troll. I'm sub to troll watch. But I think Zeus admitted that it isn't John Smith now, but I missed that live. I missed that live with Zeus. Yeah, carry on. Liam's been in here tonight, and Liam didn't know much about Liam. I've seen him in a few. He likes to pop up at After Talk. Seen him on likes of Andrew J's and whatever. I tell you what, though, Andrew J went right up in my estimations last night. The way he handled Garth. I think a lot of it's got to do with this new microphone that he's got. It's just honestly, I didn't even think it was in. Even when he's drunk, this new microphone makes him sound sober. But the way he handled Garth last night was exceptional, I've got to admit. Ultra is clued up, man. Ultra knows the score. Ultra will have you. Anyone can't bother, Ultra will have you. Right, what you saying, Dash? Ultra, what we saying about this Dash? What's saying about here? Harry Hill on MDMA. Madness, eh? I like Garth. I do like Garth, and I was pretty shocked. Pretty shocked. But I know he's got a few issues. We've all seen Garth lose his rag. But most of the time he's laughing. Most of the time Garth has a laugh in that. Yeah, I never said you were a troll, Dash. I never mentioned that word. Take your word for it, mate. Take your word for it. Ian Carty's 1,000,000% Johnny Pumbo. I have had a few chats with Johnny, you know. If you were to ask him now about Fly Me to the Moon, I don't think he'd say a bad word, to be honest. Whether that's him or not, I couldn't say. Mencho, you know, if you get on the right side of Mencho, he's all right. I've seen some. I've seen Mencho is worse, but I've actually seen him be quite silly. I don't know how somebody can be that funny all the time, though. Must Yeah, it was. What do you think, Ultra? You must have an opinion on that. It's like sarcasm is the lowest form of wit, but it is the only form of wit on this YouTube. It works every time. It's just when somebody's sarcastic all the time. It's like, well, you don't know when they're being real or not, do you? Jamie, I've been talking to you for a while, mate. Long time. Always has respect, like Jamie. Never seen him say a bad word about anyone, to be fair. Did he, Ultra? Was he on my first live, was he? I know he has been on, yeah. I can't remember that one, though. But you know, when something like this comes out about somebody, you sort of look back, don't you, in hindsight, and you look back, and it's all there. All the clues are there, aren't there, when you look back, but you just don't see it at the time. Or is it hindsight is a wonderful thing? Yeah, I can't argue with that, mate. Fast as well, isn't he? It's fast to come out with wit about the topic that's getting talked about, because it could be absolutely anything, and you know what? I must say, I can't remember ever seeing men show use the same joke twice. Could be wrong, because you've got to at some point, haven't you? Yeah, man, I'm not saying Jamie. Jamie, you're not from Borough though, are you? Because there's another guy called Jamie Dixon. And he has the Borough Lion for his avatar. And he used to talk to me, he doesn't come on that often. He's been on the session a few times. You know what, Jamie? I got it mixed up with you. Because I don't think you're a Borough fan, are you? Or am I totally wrong again? Because Mrs. Moon said, Jamie Sawyer's the Borough fan, and I said, I don't think he is, but he knows I'm from the Borough. You have to straighten me up on that one, Jamie. That's a bit embarrassing, mate, if I've got that wrong. I think you're from Coventry, aren't you? Or don't you spell Coventry? He's that song, guys. This is the one where everyone on Channel who watches, all the teenagers who are watching that. It's when they put loads of people on a desert island, wasn't it? And this was the theme tune for the series. You'd get people singing the song, but never knowing who sang it. And I think more cheap, even though they weren't very like commercial, as in getting in the charts that much. I think it was. They've had a few where Rome wasn't built in a day. I think that was used on the car advert. That was one of the good songs. But they don't get the recognition. They don't get the recognition like a lot of bands don't, do they? Let's have a look. Sorry, Fish Guy. Graph has been self-projected for months, and they realised last night. So was last night like a real eye opener for everyone with Garth? It was for me, I'll be honest. I know it can be a little bit creepy, shall we say, but it wasn't a proper eye opener for me. You know what, Ultra? I make comments about Mencha when he comes in chats, and I see him slagging everyone off, or just about everyone. He'll always have something to say. You know what? In all the chats that I've been in with him, he's only ever made one comment about me. One comment, that's it. And it's sort of like it's a bit disappointing really, because if you've got men show making comments about you, sort of made it, haven't you? Right, Jamie. So so you're not from Borough, but you follow the Borough since Janino, absolute legend, Janino. Always be it's got to be the best player who's ever put a Borough shirt on, without a doubt. Absolutely loved the Borough. He came back, didn't he, twice? Couldn't believe it when he come back. What's for you, fish guy? Wasn't it? It's going to be interesting to see what happens. I was surprised that he actually jumped on Benji's today, and didn't take long, did it, for the panel to fill up. Brought Film Boy out for his afternoon, didn't it? Whatever he was doing, he got Film Boy on. I think Scouse Emma was on. I think there was over 100 people in there. He leaves you alone as well, over there. Is that a good thing, yeah? Or does he know better? I know that. I remember being in the chat a few weeks ago, and that Liam Carty was in there, and Mencho was in there. Liam Carty was proper going in on him, and Mencho's got his own channel, hasn't he? I don't think I'm sub to it, to be honest. I think he has been in Zeus's. He has been in Zeus's chat, hasn't he? Don't think he's been in any of mine yet, but I'm sure that deal from theirs. I was surprised at that as well last night. I know Andrew J does his all nighters. I'm surprised that he shouldn't be, but I am surprised at the amount of people who are like still on this YouTube at Daft Cough. When you think about it though, the world's a big place, isn't it? There's not more than my 230 subs in there watching YouTube at this time of night or all over the world, different times, isn't it? So you just don't know.
If you go on our website, there's a recipe for a cocktail called Bud Light Lemonade, and you can make it at home and get very drunk.
With Depeche Mode good live then, Ultra? Have you seen them live? Because you get some bands that are really good, but they're well known for big crap when they're live or miming or whatever. I mean, I think we all remember Top of the Pops, don't we? You look back at Top of the Pops now. Well, when was it on? Thursday night, wasn't it? 7:30 on a Thursday, 7 o'clock. Everyone used to wait for it, didn't they? Never seen them. Wow. Is there a reason for that, Ultra? Or? Yeah, Top of the Pops. Looking back at Top of the Pops, it was cringy, wasn't it? But everyone used to watch it, didn't they? Remember there was uproar when they moved it from a Thursday night, 7:30. I think it went to a Friday night, didn't it? And there was like uproar. And then after that, they had the cheek to say they were letting it go. Gone are the days when you sit on a Sunday waiting to see who's number one, isn't it? With Bruno Brooks there. Yeah, try Fish Guy. I went on Sparky's Shack for the first time last week or the week before. And Andrew J was on a panel, and before I went on, there was only Mr. Nice Guy was on there as well, and somebody else, but there was only Andrew J stopping me from going straight on. I sat and ummed and ahed for a little bit because, for one, he had that dodgy mic, and I just thought that was Andrew's voice, but I didn't realise that it was just a bad mic. Because you have to concentrate. I thought I have to concentrate when I'm watching Andrew J just on my TV or on my phone. I thought being on a panel with him is going to be. You've got the stress of being on a panel anyway that you haven't been on before, and then you've got the stress of not having to say sorry to Andrew all the time because you didn't understand what he was saying. But I thought, fuck it. You know what? He was alright. Proper sound. Proper sound with me. And like I say, last night he was answering all the right questions to Garth. He was picking up when Garth was trying to Garth was just contradicting himself. But Andrew was picking up on it all and putting him on the spot. It was just good to see. Good to see. Right off, Jamie, mate. Nice one for popping in, bro. Massive respect to you, mate. No doubt we'll cross paths later on today sometime, mate. Oh, is that what it is? Yeah. I get you know. That's what I mean. It's crazy, isn't it, when these things that do these super bands, like the Rolling Stones or whatever, they charge like ridiculous money, don't they, for their gigs. Even now, they're all about 80-year-old, aren't they? But they're still selling out like 50, 80,000 arena stadiums and stuff. Mike Gate, I like it. What you saying here, Fish Guy? No, little do you know your respect of them. Are you serious there, Fish Guy? I'd like to think so, mate, and just try my best, you know what I mean, mate? I hope you're not winding me up there. The next message is going to be, hi, sucker. I'm just a small fish in a big pond, Fish Guy, but cheers for that, though, mate. Like I say, I've only just started doing lives, and I've got me regulars, for me, at 3 o'clock in the morning to have 10 people in here is just a buzz. Good buzz. But I'd like to think they're, he's an example for you. He's an example for you, Fish Guy and you, Ultra. You might have heard this before, but it was only a couple of months ago when you used to put a live on. You used to go in the chat. You'd say hi or oi or something. You might get one person who'll say big up, fly me to the moon, and then you get Harlan who'd come in and say hi. You get about 50 people. All right, Peanut, hi Peanut, and that. And I used to think, wow, imagine what it's like to have to reply to all them people. And it must be hard work, And I'm not saying I'm a Harlan, but I go in the chat now, and I haven't got to the point where I'm thinking, oh God, I can't be asked. I don't think I'll ever get to that point. But you go in the chat now, and especially on the cesspit where the chat's flying, and you just say hi. It's mad. It's mad. And just for people to know your name and know what you're about, and that, you know what I mean? That's the one. Bum licking, it's called. Yeah. You always trust. You always rely on Ultra to say as it is. You know what I mean? But cheers, Fish Guy. Respect for that, mate. Like you say, if I'm in the chat, I don't know whether you don't know whether I commented on something you said today, Fish Guy, and might have been King Irish's. But if I find something funny, it doesn't matter who said it. I will put my smiley faces up, and people like that, don't they? They're respected. You always want a smiley face at some of your comments, at least one of them anyway. Dave's only 60 days. Oh, Dave. It's not about the Rolling Stones here. Well, you've got me on edge now, Fish Guy. Seriously, yeah, you've got me on edge. I suppose it's more. It's like I say, I had a bit of a troll early on, Fish Guy, so I'm on my toes a little bit. Someone said some horrible things early on. It's just out of order. But yeah, man, nice one. Nice one for that. So you were a bit of a night owl then, Fish Guy. Are you in for the duration, or because you see these names like it's hard to even imagine that Garth was back on a live panel as early as he was today after all that carry on that happened about 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. So we even want to be on a panel at 5 hours later, especially when you're right in the thick of it. Ultra, I think you like it. You like it really. You like the notoriety. You know what it was? Ultra. We've been mates for a while, yeah. It's not a bromance, obviously, but you just get to like people, don't you? On here, Ultra Collective is one of the best names I've seen on one of the best tags. I think it was that at first, and then I couldn't tell you after that. Absolutely, not a clue. Is that your job, Fish Guy? So have you been Fish Guy for a while? Or that one about Fish Guy, that was funny, that one, wasn't it? There's a new version of it come out, hasn't there? But the original one, it went viral, didn't it, years ago? But I think my son told me that there's a new one out now. He's got a new song out to the Fish Guy, and obviously he's a superstar now, isn't he? You know what, Ulra, that might have been it, mate. That was it. It's Dean Lynch Ward, wasn't it? I think that clinched it for me. Was that you? Yeah. Yeah, that was a classic. That one, like, it's mad though, isn't it? I said this. You know what? I've said this before. It's amazing that you can watch a chat. Now you said that a long time ago, right? You remembered it, and I remembered it. Now you've reminded me. But it's amazing how every day we watch these chats. Imagine the information your brain's taking in on one of them chats that's going that fast. But a day later, somebody could say to you, remember that chat yesterday? You remember a single comment, or you remember a comment that somebody made. It's amazing. Your brain just remembers it. Like a single comment. Yeah, that was it. I remember it. I do remember it. It was an absolute classic. You gotta just chuckle out. How many smiley faces did you get there? Like, Ultra? I tell you who else I'm liking at the minute, Mishi. And I know the film boy crack that I use. You know, it's one of my favourites when film boy says, "I see you, Mishi, brother. See you in the chat there. Mishi's in the chat, guys." I love film boy like. I love when he does his little videos in his house. He sits there, he gets his index finger out. Yes, guys, film boy UK. Hope you're all okay. Yeah, I've just had a little break. Had a little break from YouTube. Funny as well. I'd love to be able to get his accent right. You're off Blue Nose, mate. Cheers. Cheers for stopping in, bro. Much appreciated. We'll catch you tomorrow sometime or later on today. We've still got 6 real ones in there in the chat here, guys. Is there anything you want to talk about? Because I've just waffled on for... Ultra knows I'm a good waffler. Like, I've waffled on for 2 hours now. But anything you want an opinion on? I swear down this bloody charger. Did you see my video, fish guy? Did you see my video? Put it on my channel the other day. I sent it to my daughter, right? It was totally spontaneous. I was sat in the car on my break at work. It was on Saturday tea time. And I've got YouTube Premium at the minute. And a good thing about YouTube Premium, I think it's $11.99 a month, but I'm on a free trial at the minute. But one good thing about it is, if you're playing something on YouTube and you get a message or something, you can go to the message and it doesn't go off. It stays on your screen and it still plays. And I thought, right, let me see if this works. So I sat in my car, put my video camera on, with Crazy Behaviour playing in the corner of the screen. So and it was spontaneous, you know, just I didn't mime or anything, but it was just she thought it was hilarious when I said to do it. She thought it was hilarious. But it's been a massive success, guys. It's got 55 views. Can you believe that? 55 views. Let me work on that, fish guy, and I'll see if I can get it for you before we go. But it is good, isn't it? Did you see how that come about? Ultra, you were there the night that come about, weren't you? Yeah, Crazy Behaviour. It's just one of them classic things. It was totally off the cuff. Obviously, Crazy Behaviour is film boys. He probably doesn't even realise it, but it's his thing, you know. Crazy Behaviour, guys. It's obviously inspired me. But because I was saying it all the time, it was one of Jim's first, Zeus's first lives, and he said, "Oh, let's see if there's any songs called Crazy Behaviour," and there was, believe it or not, there was 4 or 5. And this one by this Danny James was the first one he clicked on, and it was just one of them when you hear it. It was just funky and that, but the words to it, man, are just like so bad that they're just good. Genius. Absolute genius. They don't make any sense. They don't rhyme. Yeah, but YouTube Premium. It's if you've got the money, right, when you go on YouTube a lot for $11.99 a month. It's an absolute bargain, and another good reason it's worth it for me is because when I'm at work, I did have some Bluetooth speakers, but they're not great. I think even the best ones aren't great. So I was having to carry my phone in my pocket with, earphones with the wires on that you have to plug in your phone. And on normal YouTube, when you're playing something like a live or whatever, As soon as I put it in my pocket, it's going off because, and then I end up ringing my mother, you know what I mean? When I'm thinking I'm listening to Cesspit, I've got my mother on the line, it's in my pocket. But with YouTube Premium, you can play YouTube offline, you can turn your screen off, and it put it in your pocket, it still plays. It doesn't affect your screen, which for me is worth $11.99 a month on its own. You don't have to watch any adverts as well, which we all hate watching adverts. Don't we? You got bored of the cesspit? When tonight or in general? Has he got an album? No way, this guy. You know, I've been thinking about this the last few days. I thought he must have other songs out, the guy. Probably making a fortune out of the royalties now from the amount of time Jim's playing it. It's just become a bit of a cult classic now. Shimmy Shimmy Cocoa Pop. I'm so dizzy I can't stop. Somebody help me. Just there's some classic lines in general. Yeah, me too. Just some classic lines in that song over in there. And what is it? What's the bit about whiskey? I started drinking whiskey, right? And then you expect it to say, made me feel real frisky. It just rhymes, doesn't it? And no one would have argued with that rhyme, with that line, that far. But no, not this fella. I started drinking whiskey, it made me feel real nifty. Classic. Absolutely classic. It's called Wanna Live Forever by Danny James. It's a bit of a gospel album, isn't it? You know what it is about the cesspit? I've watched it since I think I've had this account. Let me see if I can find it. Just for you, fish guy. Um, yeah, the cesspit. I think I made my account on the 20th of October, so I'm guessing that's when I started watching lads. What's he called again? Danny James.
Are there any fans out there with the first album? Yeah. Okay, this one's for you. Tune in, drop out, and love.
Forget how good Marty are. Danny James, Crazy Behaviour. Let's have a look. Is that the one, mate? Is that And We Walked 5 Days? I mean, that just doesn't make any sense either, does it?
Shimmy, shimmy, cocoa pop. I'm so dizzy I can't stop. I know I need help. Somebody help me. I've been drinking all night long. I've done things I shouldn't have done. I did the same things last week. Why do I always repeat? This is some crazy behavior. Crazy behavior. But I can't help myself. If you got crazy behavior.
Guys, guess how many views it's had on YouTube?
Are you smoking crack?
It's been on YouTube since the 8th of December 2014, right? It's had 30 views. 30 views. Shimmy, shimmy,
Way
cool,
back in
cool.
the way that time, I
I started
started drinking
drinking
whiskey.
whiskey.
It made me feel real nifty, but I didn't know. Turns out I'm predisposed to addictive behavior. Everything I do, I go
30.
crazy.
3-0.
I could stop all this crazy stuff in my life. It's such crazy behavior.
If nothing else, Jim brought us this song, like, if nothing else.
Somebody
Help
help
me.
me. Jesus, will you help me? Will you shelter me?
It's an all-time classic, guys. Absolutely classic.
Jesus, will you help me?
3-0 views in 8 years, guys.
Do you have a problem and you can't handle it? I know a man named Jesus. He would take that problem and
Eradicate it. It's that bit there, isn't it?
Power in the name of Jesus. There is wonder working power in the name of Jesus. Just call on him right where you are. Jesus doesn't care if you're gay, if you're alcoholic, if you're dopeaholic,
Dopeaholic.
if you're foodaholic, if you're sexaholic,
Foodaholic.
if you're a crazy megalomaniac, whoever wants to take over the world, Jesus can help you.
Crazy megalomaniac who wants to take over the world.
Come to him now. And we walk by faith.
Ultra, I actually like Monkey in the Hole, is it? I think it's genius.
And we walk by
Jesus.
faith. Give me something to stop. I'm hungover, I'm throwing up. I know I need help.
Give me something to stop. I'm hungover. I'm throwing up.
I've done things I shouldn't have done. I did the same things last week. Why do I always need me? This is some crazy behavior. Crazy behavior. But I can't help myself. Do you got crazy behavior?
I urge everyone. I urge the four crazy people that are in this chat now at this time of the morning. Like, pass it on. Well, I'll say it tomorrow as well. To go and give this guy a view, right, and see if we can get his views up. Oh, guys, that might be a 9, not a 0. Could be 39 views. Really Let's finish people off now. This already.
That crazy behavior will leave us. No more crazy behavior. Crazy behavior. No more crazy behavior.
Crazy behavior, guys. This guy, that was just for you, mate.
Jesus.
But if you watch any of Zeus's lives, you're guaranteed to hear that song at least twice. Well, you will hear it twice, the start and the end, without fail. Yeah, man. I'm going to let you into a little secret, yeah? The 4 people that are in here. This is an exclusive ultra, right? I've been looking for, obviously I need content. You know I'm a bit light on the content, yeah? I don't think I haven't seen your remarks over. But I am a bit light on content, I'll be fair, I'm working on it. I want to try and do a few, that was for you, that mate. I want to try and do a few like outside lives, you know, with a bit of decent visuals and that, and I've started like coming on camera again. Just coming on camera is better than looking at that Daft Moon advertising it. So I'm getting okay with that now, but I do want to do some better content. But one thing I want to do, right, is, you know, obviously I work for like a I work in, it's like a plant, it's a factory, a plant, like a chemical plant type thing. And you know, you always have characters, don't you? You have characters everywhere. We've got this character where I've worked with a lad for 20 years. And he's the type of lad where he just makes you laugh, you know, just look at him. And he comes out with the craziest things. And I just thought of myself, I thought, you know what, this guy, he should be on, he's one of these who should be on stage, but he doesn't realise how funny he is and comes out with his funniest things, right? And I was thinking to myself, surely if he makes me laugh, he's got to make the people who watch us laugh, you know. So I come with this idea. He's called Paul. He's called Paul Stanley, right? And obviously he's got nicknames and whatever, but he's called Paul Stanley, and he comes out with stuff daily. So I thought I'm going to make a list of all the things he's ever said that's been funny, or things that he just comes out with, and just tell them at least one every show, like tell you what he said today, or I'm going to give you a little exclusive, right? So this is something he did a few years ago, right? This guy, I think he's 40 now. He's got kids and that. He's married with kids and that. He's just daft as a brush. So he was looking for another job a few years ago, right? And he come in with this application form for this other job, right? We've all seen an application form. I'm hoping anyway. So at the front of this, he was having a bit of chew, like filled it in. He was having a bit of trouble, so he pulled me to one side. He went, "Oh, yeah, what do you think of this? Is this all right, like to hand in?" I had a look, and at the top of it, you know, it says like the company and everything, and then it says like name, and it has the gap for the name. Paul Stanley, yeah, that's good. Uh, Underneath, other names, you know, other names. He wrote Big Stan, Stan the man. I'm sorry for, I was just pissing myself. And he thought that he was going to have that in as well. Big Stan, Stan the man. Paul Stanley, that's what he gets called at work, Big Stan or Stan the man. Oh, you know, that's just like the tip of the iceberg, though. This bloke. We all know someone like that, don't we? He'd argue with he'd argue with you about the colour of an orange. You know what I mean? I'll tell you another quick one as well. All right, tell you another quick one. So we were sat in the canteen one day. There's a few people in the canteen, right? Now, let's say there's about five of us all lads. This big Stan, right, was sat there on his own, and we were all talking about a night out that we'd organised. He says we weren't talking to each other, but he thought, you were overhearing people, and we were all going on this night out, and somebody said to one another lad, "Are you coming out on Friday night?" And this other lad said, "Oh, I don't know if I can make it. It's me wedding anniversary on Friday." So we all said, "Oh, I'll wait, man. Get yourself out." And he goes, "Oh, no, it's a wedding anniversary though on Friday, you know." And this Stan, right? He sat there for a bit. You could see him thinking, and he went in front of everyone. He sat there and he went, "Fuck off, you lying bastard! You got married on a Saturday." I swear, that is no lie, no word of a lie. Fuck me. That's just two daft examples, man. There's hundreds more. I'm gonna write a book. I like the jokes, you know. Chubby Brown's from my town, Hunter, and especially when I've had a joint. Did you see that live I done last week? on the morning. Oh my God, when I was muted. I don't know if you were there. Muted for half an hour. Jesus, that was bad. I was actually talking in the chat for half an hour. I had half a joke. So I was first thing. That's what I get like when I have half a joke. But yeah, big Stan the man. Richard. Got the big three in the house. Massive respect to the three people. Like, I think all the lives are finished now as well, you know. No, I'm off tomorrow. Bullshit. I'm off tomorrow. I'm back on Wednesday night, so I'll chill out for a bit. I usually have one or two late nights a week. It's just when you work shifts, when you work 12-hour shifts like I do, it fucks you up. Fucks with your sleep big time. So I'm quite prone to, like, at least once or twice a week I will have like a really late night and I'll suffer the next day for a bit. But when you're off work, you've got to I'm blaming you, yeah. The way I look at it is when you're asleep, it's a waste, isn't it? It's a waste of time when you're asleep. You're not doing anything, are you? It's good at the time, but you do suffer the next day. I don't know how you guys do it. Like, I know there's a lot of people who they live on a few hours sleep, don't they? Like insomniacs and that. I don't know how they get along in life. Hard work, man. Like I say, I don't judge anyone on this YouTube. I don't in real life anyway. Never judge anyone. I wouldn't look at them in it. Look at them, what they want to do. Do what you want to do, don't you? But I've always thought like that. That's what I want to do on this YouTube. I mean, I know it's banner and that. I have banner with Jim. But banner. I just try to be myself, though. That's it. And I don't know. Sometimes you have to hold a little bit back, I think. It keeps you awake. Wow. You know, I know people. I work in a factory, right? It's quite a busy factory. It's production, and it's noisy. It's quite can be. My job, I can be under a bit of pressure. Like, I'm on my feet for 12 hours, and I'm always doing something. But if they ever brought in drug testing where I work, right, 80% of the workforce would be gone, they'd be out. Because everyone I know smokes joints at work, on the breaks, they have joints before they go into work, and it's just one thing I cannot do. If I had a joint before a shift, that'd be no good, absolutely no good. Fair enough, a joint when I get in, yeah, lovely. Straight, like, else we get asleep. But how these people at work do it, I don't know, and they actually can't function without a joint. But it's just the way it is, isn't it? I don't look down on them or anything. That's what they want to do. That's what they want to do. Everyone smokes weed, though. I can remember this will have been 15 years ago. Yes, yeah, lunch split. These guys who I'm on about are like doing it all day. But yeah, I can remember 15 years ago I went to work at another place, and it must have been when people just first started growing green, because all people ever had was Rocky, you know, the crumbly stuff, tap or whatever you call it. You bought it in eights, didn't you, and teens and whatever. And that's all anyone knew. But when people started growing their own weed, looking back now, this lad must have been one of the first people I know to grow it anyway. And he said that and get you some proper weed, some what was it called, bush or skunk or bush. I was like, oh yeah, how much is that? He was like, £80 an ounce. £80 it was, right? No lie, you know them jiffy bags, decent sized jiffy bag. Come in the next day with this jiffy bag full of bush, absolutely stunk. I had to keep it in the car. You couldn't have kept it in your locker or anything. It stunk. It lasted me months and months, and it was just like, it was when you've been smoking tack, and I wasn't a big tack smoker, but I remember I gained loads of friends for them few months. There's people around my house, and like they'd come round and I'd say, you have to have a bit of this. Sit on the settee like on the afternoon, and they'd have half a joint. They'd be like, oh yeah, it's nice that. And about 4 hours later, they'd still be sat there. Fucking hell, man, just killed you. But now, what do you pay for it now? God, you can pay anything for it now, can't you? And all these different strains and stuff. Like, did you ever used to watch Uncle K's Wake and Bakes? That man can smoke some weed. I mean, fucking me. How's he even afford? Pull all these packets of weed out from all over. Eat Cali and fucking wedding cake and all this. It's just weed to me. So I know from watching YouTube that prices vary all over the country, don't they? Yeah, Nakoma, exactly. Yeah, I've been in a few of them. I haven't had a whitey for a long time, I'll try. Oh yeah, I'll be honest. No people have buckets and that. Buckets. Fuck me. Why would you want to do that to yourself even? Crazy, man. Yeah, but weed's expensive and I know, yeah. I think I've smoked on and off since I was like 16. I might have had a few years off in between. I'm not a really big smoker, but I'd still like a packet of yours. Started vaping. I think the vapes are massive now. Everyone's vaping. Even people that don't smoke vape. Whoever's making these vapes is making an absolute fortune. But I suppose they're doing you damage as well, like that's what they're saying now when they brought them out to try to ban them as well, didn't they? I know there's a few shops. I mean, I don't know how people can afford to smoke. I don't smoke cigarettes. couldn't afford to smoke cigarettes, to be honest. But there's a few. There's a obviously everyone knows somebody down the route get you. Like everyone knows somebody who can get backy cheap or whatever. And I think I pay £12 now. £12 for like a pouch of about 50 grams. Last me ages. So it's not really about the money, but there's even a couple of shops where I live now where you can go in and just newsagents or whatever, and they're selling duty free stuff under the counter. You have to go in and give them a little wink, and they know what you're on about, you know. Oh, you make the liquid yourself? See, I thought them ones the ones where you fill them up and you charge them. Have you still got one of them? 'Cause them, I know the liquids. You can get the liquid cheap, can't you? I don't know what the quality of it's like, but you don't see many people with them ones now. They're all these disposable ones, aren't they? I think the ones we get are 3,500 puffs supposed to be, and I think we pay £10 for them, and they are good. But if I'm at work, if I get one and I'm at work for 3 days, it'll last me about 5 days. But if I'm off work, probably last me 2 or 3 days. So for £10, which is cheaper than a packet of cigarettes, isn't it? It's a bit of a saving, isn't it? I don't know how Andrew J's live. 45 people at Ultra, I think. Was he live? They make you laugh, Ultra, you know. So Andrew J's live now, right? Alexandra's on the panel, and I think OG Emma's on the panel. Tim Smith's in the chat. Oh, have you got one of them? I had one of them. What were they called? I think they're about £50 when they come out. £1 fish, £1 fish guys in Andrew J's as well. Hammers is in there. He was in here early on. OG Emma. I bet that's interesting, you know. What do you think? What do you think about Andrew anyway? Ultra? Peggy's there as well. The Manx man. Gotta love Andrew J. Like, yeah, I wonder what OG was saying. You know, I have to have a little listen to that. Yeah, what were they called? What were they called? Them vapes, Ultra. I think that's what you're on about. Still got a few of them actually. Did he? I must admit, I think. What, do you not even go in the chats? Not even go in his chat, or are you blocked? Or that Luke Devlin, he gets about as well. Troll Watchers in there. Well, we finally got rid of them. I think I've just done myself in there, Ultra, and said Andrew J's on. It's just me and you now. There was two of you. All right. So would you not watch them if they had a panel on of people that you liked? Would you just not watch them because of the host, or I mean, obviously they're talking about OG Miss Amazon and Alexandra, and I know Alexandra's a big OG Emma fan, and the Hammers guy is called Jay, and it sounds like she's opening up a little bit actually. I don't know anything about this guy who's supposed to have whatever he's done to OG Emma. I don't know. I know this dodgy Dave. Well, you can just go in and watch, can't you? You don't have to go in the comments. Oh, she's getting a bit emotional. Emma's getting emotional. Don't you think you saw? I mean, sort of asking for trouble, aren't you? Asking for trouble, putting it all out on, putting all this kind of stuff on YouTube. To be honest, oh, this No More Lies has jumped on. Fucking hell! Yeah, man, I know that. I know that, man. Oh no, you know it is ultra. It's Cumbrian Truth. Cumbrian Truth trying to get an Andrew J's panel here, and he's having an argument with him. From what's come out today, this apparently this dodgy Dave, God knows how. Yeah, man, massive respect. You know what, man, and you know what? Ultra big respect to like just for turning up in me chats all the time. It's proper appreciated, man, because when you do these lives, it's a bit weird. It's a bit weird when you go live and you think and you wonder who's going to come in or whatever. But when you know, like I'm not, I don't take anything for granted on here. Obviously, Jim's got his own thing going on. I think Jim will get to his 500. I'm not really that bothered. Jim will get to his 500, and I'll jump on and help Jim. So it's just we have a bit of banter, but I don't know. I'd never get in there. Like Jim was nearly in a situation with Expo the other night, and that could have really got out of hand because he got Jim's back up. That could have turned into a full. That could have turned into a full roast for Jim, and I'm glad he it stopped because Expo would have Expo would have made a big deal of that, and I don't think it would. Jim wouldn't have took it lightly. Um, I'm glad it didn't though. Wouldn't have been good. Might have got some subs out of it, like, but I think Jim will get to his 500, probably more. But I think I've got all the subs I can get out of this community now. That's why I can't see where it amazes me now to think that the likes of Pablo with like 8,000 subs, man, that is a lot of subs. Yeah, he can like he can. He's not daft. He's got time. He's got the brains and he's got time as well. Even though he works, I mean, you think Jim works, you know. He works, man. He's up at 5 o'clock. He's out in the car by 5:30 every morning. And this is everyone knows this. I'm not telling you anything that nobody doesn't know. You've got to have respect for that. You know what I mean? To have the energy to come in from work and then come and do lives like what he does. His brain must just ticking over all the time, innit? Yeah, but like fact notification, when did that little duo start with you then, Ultra, with fact? Is that a recent thing, or because I've seen fact notification? He's been about for a while, hasn't he? I know you've been about for a lot longer, but didn't he? I tell you where I got to hear about him. Wasn't he? He was getting blamed for trolling Peggy, wasn't he? With what was he called? Josh. Josh and that white rabbit, was it, from Jockneys? I'm sure he got he got dragged into that. The way I see it is though, I'd rather have one person like yourself who who you can like you get on well with than have 50 people who you don't get on as well with. That's better for in my eyes. That's better. I've got a few good followers now. Said I don't understand why Cumbria Truth wants to get involved in this. Just no need. Just loves the drama, doesn't he? I'm dying to know who the other person is who was listening there. Exactly, he's an absolute head case, man. Apparently he's been bullying her now. So he just needs to be the centre of attention, doesn't he? You know what I mean? Strange guy. See, they're all slagging him off, but they're letting him. He's quite happy to sit there and take 4 or 5 people on, slagging him off. What do you mean by that, Ultra? Italian? What are they giving you grief for? Like what, in chats or to do what to do with your music or whatever? To be honest, I don't see, I don't talk to many. I don't think I talk to any foreigners. This is absolutely crazy. This. I thought that's what you said anyway. I was going to say grieving. I thought you meant grieving anyway. This is crazy. This is just a carbon copy of last night, but I'm actually watching it live now. Oh, bloody hell, that game is on now. Wow. So what was the problem? What were the was this a Depeche Mode remix or what were the griefing about? Did you have some sort of rights over it or something? I don't get all the copyright stuff. See, I would love to be up to date on it. I'd love to know all the rules and everything, but it's been done. I'll tell you what, I hope he doesn't come in here. I hope he doesn't come in here. Could be in truth, because it'll be good night Barry White if he comes in here. Can't handle it now. Very snobby, yeah, sounds like this. Yeah, they're back on as well. There's someone else watching. There's someone else in the chat as well. Ultra, another one. So he blocked out of Andrew J's channels, or would you just not go in just for the principle of it? I'm thinking I might jump in there. Oh, principle, yeah. Is there any other channels like who you don't go on? Who like you refuse to go on just out of principle, or because my eyes have been opened. I just think there's our little community that people go in who I talk to, but then you find out you get told. I got told the other day that Steve Farthing, he goes in loads more channels than where I see him in. So he must be online all day, like all day. You watch. And you're itching to say something though. You must be itching. You must be itching to make a comment or something. Oh, it's kicking right off of here. Didn't know what to make of that fish guy there tonight. He was being a bit weird. You know, there was another name that came in there, Dash, I think it was, Dash. It's got me wary of them, man. Honest. After that tonight, that troll tonight who said that, just yeah, you would do. Tell you what, Cumbrian Truth is on a par with Boss Dog for how quick they can grow a full beard. That man can grow a beard. He works for who? So that man needs some glasses, man. He be 99 cheap glasses. Oggy. Who's Oggy? He can talk. I'll give him that Cumbrian Truth. Fuck me. He's got this other account called Dirty Den. Have you? I don't know if you've seen them in any chats, but fuck me, they were funny the other day. Who's Eggy? Decker Eggy. He's one strange bloke, isn't he? Proper weirdo. turned into a full-scale riot, this. Yeah, man. Peggy's always been alright to me, you know, so I can't, well, people don't like her. I don't know if you've seen it. There was a night, I think it was, because she was, I think she still is in with Jockney, and she's still Jockney's sidekick. But she had that carry on with Steph, didn't she, you know, Geordie Steph. And I don't know, I can never get my head around Geordie Steph, to be honest. I did do a video when I first started doing videos on my channel the last year now. One of them's called Steph Gate. If you haven't watched it, go and have a listen to it if you're really bored one time. Have a listen to it. And it was my take on the whole Steph Gate thing, you know, when Paul Clayton was going to have a pot with Pablo. He fell out with Pablo. Because he said he was trying to tap Steph. I blame Steph for it all, which is right, I think. But I've done a little video about it, and I've done one about 3D Fight Club. Can't remember who the others were. Months ago now. I think I got about 50 views. Oh, so you know Steph, yeah. She is, isn't she? She's still about now, you know. She's spot her a mile off. She just like sort of worms her way back in, you know. There's a guy on here called Sausage. He's got a J. He's got a J on his avatar, so I don't know who he is. I can't believe the difference in Andrew with that new mic. That new mic, it's unbelievable. I always thought it was just the way he talked. Just his fucking mic. Sounds like a different fella. Even 20, what's he drink? Drinks Stella, doesn't he, in Cronenberg? Well, he warms up with the Stella and then he finishes off with the Cronenberg. I couldn't drink that much. Like, fuck that. One Bob Fish guy's getting his comments blocked. Well, this guy's just called Sausage. You know, there's the thing about that sausage band. You know what? It's a bit weird that because it was a while ago now when I haven't seen that sausage band for a while, but he started putting moons at the end of his chats for no reason at all. I thought, what the fuck is he doing that for? Didn't know whether it was a go at me. And they used to come into chats as a pair. It was him and somebody else. And he started putting these moons at the end like that. It was just a habit now. Just a total habit. I do it on the text messages. I have to delete it. I must have put a million moons at the end of the chat today. So is this mic any different, Ultra? Can you tell it's a different mic? Because I'm sure the mic on my phone is absolutely crap. I know the speakers are. One of these Huawei things. I'm going to call this a day in a minute, Ultra, and I'm going to watch Andrew J for a little bit. See how it goes in the next 5 minutes, and I might jump in the chat and see what's going on. Yeah, man. I'm trying to work out, Ultra, how because at the minute, this is how basic I am. When I play a song at the start of like one of my lives or something, it's just me playing a video on YouTube with my phone in my hand. So it's sort of second hand, the sound. I know it's crap. I still don't know how to play it through YouTube straight onto StreamYard. I haven't worked it out yet. I know I could if I put my mind to it. It's probably dead easy. Yeah, nice one. Let's get in there. See what happens there. Like I said, there's quite a few in. Let's have a look how many's in. Man, can you believe that? He's got 67 people. Jesus Christ. Yeah, we'll have a pop over there, see what happens, man. Like I said, that fish guy's in there. I'm sure it will cause a bit of trouble, but Ultra, nice one for tonight. Massive respect. Big good banter. You know what I mean? You're a real one, man. Proper real one. But I'll work that out. Next few days, the intro song will be a bit clearer. I'll try and get some better content because yeah, I've got to, haven't I? Right, nice one, mate. I'll see you there at Andrew J's, and I'll probably speak to you later on today sometime. All right, mate. See you later, bro. Respect.